Hi guys, Cameron here, and welcome to another video. This video is a little bit different to kind of what I normally do. I will be showing you, hopefully, my full process of kind of how I go around doing a little bit of converting and making up. This one is also 40k, so something completely different to what I'm used to doing. You know, I normally do Middle Earth, but why not? Let's do something a bit different. And yeah, it's just not the normal content. The reason that I'm doing this video, though, is because my friends, I'm in a group chat with a bunch of people in Glasgow, set a challenge each month to make sure that we continue to hobby and make sure that we stay motivated to do that. And I thought I'd take you along for the ride. This one is we get a prompt every month, which includes kind of what you're meant to do. The last one that we did was murder machines. I painted up some models, but I kind of took it a little too literal and didn't get it. I didn't win. But this month we are going to do one on a Space Marine chapter. Now, or successor chapter. Now, what we've got to do with this is we have got to get our own lore and everything, put it together, and then make a successor chapter for the person, or for the Marine. So I now need to go through my bits box and find appropriate stuff for a Marine. I don't know if it's possible, but we'll see if I can. So let's go along this journey, and you can come along and see everything that I do to make this Marine.
So going through a bits box is always fun. You've kind of got loads of things that you need to just kind of check and see. I've got this bits box from years ago, and like it's just got all my random crap in it, and this isn't even most of it. So all I'm doing is just pulling out and finding little bits that I think it could be good. I'm looking for Marine stuff in the grand scheme of things. And it's just kind of going through as much of it as possible, seeing what I can find and seeing what would make sense. I've managed to find some Terminator stuff in here, and I'm tempted to do that, but I am also looking for some Devastator stuff. I'm not too sure exactly what I'm going to do, so I'm pulling out things that I can kind of think that I'm going to be using, questioning whether I am going to use it all, but kind of looking at it and being happy with what I'm managing to find. And then I'm finding terrain in here as well, just because I know that I'm going to need to make a base. It's going to be more of a display piece rather than a gaming piece, so I'm thinking of what fancy things I can put on it to make it look good. One of the things I end up doing is finding all the purity seals I can find, just because I want to put as many purity seals on it for a little bit of fun. I haven't come up with an idea for this yet, but I've got something.
Right then, what have I managed to find? So I have decided that I'm going to go for a Terminator, and I'm going to see how I can incorporate that into it. I don't have many Marine parts purely because I have loads of Marine parts, but I don't have many Marines, purely because I don't play 40k anymore, so I don't have all the extra stuff. All my Marines are painted, and you can see them in the Sons of Medusa army showcase. So I've piled together what I've got. I used to play a lot of Dark Angels, so I've got a lot of Dark Angels bits, but I also have what I think is a Grey Knight from the baby carrier, it's not Death Dread or whatever. I think this is the legs from it. I think this is the body from it. There's nothing that goes in between, so I'm going to need to green stuff that. And then I'm thinking having an assault cannon on one side, because why the hell not? And I've got a couple of Gribblies that I might put on there to make that assault cannon look freaking amazing. And then on their, did I say left hand side, right hand side? On their right hand side, the left hand side, my tongue, I've got a couple of options. I've got one shield, two shield. I think the second shield is better, so I think that one's better. Or I've got lightning claws, because why not? And then, because I don't have another, oh sorry, that's true. On one side, I'm going to have the I again presume, the Grey Knight shoulder pad that came from the Death Dread. Is that the word? No, it's not Death Dread. I don't know what it is. But on the other side, somehow I've managed to... I don't know what this is. I think it's a Custodian shoulder pad. I don't know how I've managed to pull that off and have that, but it's the next biggest shoulder pad that I've got, so that's going to go on it. I've got two options for Terminator helmets, both of which are pretty much the same. One of them is Dark Angel's thing on it, or I have got a hooded head. I've then got a couple of shields, because you can never have enough shields. A couple of Griblies to put on, because all this is going to be converted up. And then, actually, this is from the Kroot. My friends know me for wanting to do Kroot all the time, so I thought if I can incorporate that, it'd be a bit funny. Then got all of these Purity Seals, because you can never have enough Purity Seals, and I thought it'd be funny to put them on. Cloak on the off chance that it's needed. Thought a back banner of some sort. And then I've got a Watcher in the water. Or, sorry, not the Watcher in the water, that's the Lord of the Rings one. Watcher in the dark or whatever, deep, I don't know, whatever he is. Dark Angels to see. And then, because it's a one-off, I thought I'd do a base for him. And I've pulled out a load of bits that are base-like. So, yeah, this is where we're going to go. And now you guys are going to see me do stuff with this. Have fun. So here you are going to see me make this Marine in front of you, and it'll be sped up, obviously, because it's going to be boring otherwise. This was a 24-minute long video that I've cut down, or this section was a 24-minute video that I've cut down. But you'll see me gluing and playing around, peeling things off and all this sort of stuff from this Marine. The idea for this challenge, though, was to come up with your own lore for your successor chapter. So I'm doing the Irn Bru Marine. I am Scottish, if you did not know, and we all love a good can of Irn Bru. So this guy is going to be predominantly orange. I've got a great can of, what's it called? Colour Forge Convict Orange that I need to use at some point, so I might as well use it. And then there's going to be blue accents and possibly some silver accents somewhere, just to keep all those colours of Irn Bru together. So that's going to be my plan, as they found an STC of the Irn Bru factory, and they're going to have there's going to be a back banner, so he's going to have the script of the Irn Bru recipe on that, or maybe it's just going to be an old advertisement. I've not really decided yet, but there's going to be something along those lines. Same with the Watcher. He's going to have something kind of pinned to him. Maybe it's going to be a can of Irn Bru he's going to have in his hands. I'm not exactly certain, but that's the kind of idea. But the reason that me and my friends are doing this task, and I'm taking it a little bit silly because why not? We're doing it so we can guarantee that we are going to be hobbying. One of the things that people struggle to do is they struggle to hobby in the time that they've got off from work, and this is just a wee challenge to kind of encourage people to do that, and we do it in our friendship group, so that's the whole point of it, that we push each other to hobby. I've previously done a GW52, which was you had to paint or you had to do some hobby every week, and I think you had to finish a squad or a model or whatever every week, and it was just so we could guarantee that we would have something like 52 things painted by the end of the year at least. And this is just another one of these. This is a monthly hobby challenge which we do with a wee small prompt, just as something fun to guarantee that we are going to hobby. And that's what it is all about. It's that little bit of push, that little bit of motivation, just between you and friends, so you can kind of make sure that you are going to have that hobbying time. And it's a bit of a laugh along the way. We post up whips occasionally, and it's just making sure that everyone's kind of held accountable for it, and that's exactly what we want to do with this. So that's why I'm doing it, and I'm taking you guys along for the ride for this. Hopefully you're enjoying this and you're doing a little bit of hobbying yourself. That's what I try and get people to do during my videos, is hobby along with me, because then that is a little bit of motivation for you. If you can throw in a video of mine, I'll chat to you in the background while you do stuff. Normally the visuals aren't needed. So if you've not done that yet, grab a model and paint. And so with that, I will call it just now, purely because I want this green stuff and this plastic glue to dry. So quick clear up of the hobby desk.
because I don't need all this stuff now. And what have we got? Let me push this into here. I'm not going to need that bit because I already used it. That bit can go with the terrain. Head is probably going to be next. There we go, and everything else can just wait. I can just sit there. So, cleaned up the Watcher, because he's just going to be following along. I'm going to make a base, wee diorama thing. We'll see. And then we have got this guy. So, what I have done so far... Oh, his cloak's falling off his back. I can glue that on after. I've got green stuff, made a wee ball, pressed it in, adjusted this so it's less Dark Angels like, put on a new mag and whatnot, and then completely shaved off the shield, put the Custodian shoulder on, and then put an Inquisition shoulder pad on. As I said, that's the only one I had. And then that is the cloak just on his back, trying to cover up that green stuff because I'm not going to bother sculpting anything onto it. And then I will use all these gribblies to cover up the green stuff on his front, and we'll see what happens. There we go though. That is where we're at.
Right, future Cameron here. Shit hit the fan. My spray paint failed. Shall we call it that? I used high coat, black spray, matte black spray, the perfect finish. I get this off Amazon. It's totally fine. There's no problems with that. Never has been. I then used this stuff. So this is Colour Forged Convict Orange matte finish. So I wait for the black to dry, and then I use this. I think I was too heavy with this. I think it's a me problem, not a this problem. I'd like to make that very clear. I am not bashing Colour Forge, but the Terminator went bad. If I remember correctly, I'll edit in a photo here. So I then had to go back and kind of rethink what I was going to do. So now you've seen the gunky, well, yeah, the gunky Terminator. What I will do is I will do a top-down view and show you what I now have for this project.
Okay, so we've got 3 bits. You have seen this part before, so this is now my base for it. My plan is to have the Watcher kind of standing back here on this road. This is just plastic card. I should have shown you this before I sprayed it, but I completely forgot. And then my plan was to have the Marine kind of facing what would be you from this point of view. That was how I was going to have my Terminator and everything. But then, like I said, shit hit the fan, so now I've got these. So this is now my Irn Bru father, Tech Marine of the Death Watch, because why not, of the Irn Bru chapter, success chapter. Who knows if I'm going to use that actually as it. And he is going to be standing kind of there on the base. Got a pin sticking out and a pin in his foot, as you can see. My plan, as with before, is to have a banner down here, and then what I'll do is I'll probably throw photos up here, but he's got a wee little can of Irn Bru that he's opening. He's literally cracking one open while he's going to be standing up here. So that is him. I then had this wee, I'm going to call him the Watcher in the Water because I can't be bothered trying to figure out what he is. He's going to be standing at the back. He's got some green stuff here, which is going to be the parchment paper for the phenomenal Irn Bru recipe. And he's got a wee little melter bomb, I think it is, on the back, which is going to be painted up in the Irn Bru colours, just because why not. You've then got this guy. Now, he wasn't in my original plan because I was going to have a Terminator and then the Watcher in the Water at the back, but I was kind of like, with the Mini Marine and the Watcher, this is an awfully big base,
so kind of need something else to fill that in now. So now we've got the Adeptus Mechanicus following the Irn Bru Father. Sorry, I never showed you the back. There's his servo. I literally just threw bits together. This is all just bits, as you saw from earlier. He's got a wee little can in his hand, or a wee little mixing glass, and this is Tau's hand that was open, and then here we've got another Tau's hand which has got a wee little flask in it. It's actually a grenade if I remember correctly, and he's going to be pouring it in, and he is going to be standing. There's another wee pin just there, so this was added in after, and he's going to be standing in the middle, walking up to the Irn Bru Father. So that is my plan. That's what I'm going to do. What's happened with these is these were sprayed, in fact all of them were sprayed black with, like I said, that high coat matte black finish. These guys were then sprayed with high coat matte white finish as a zenithal. As you can see, they're black still on the bottom. And then this guy was sprayed with this Colourforge Convict orange matte finish. The Colourforge, like I said, with the Terminator didn't come out correctly, but with this, it was awfully watery. I'm 100% sure it's the way that I'm using it. This was also zenithal-ish, with a high coat matte white. I'm 100% adamant it's my wrongdoings with the Colourforge. It's a new can. I might not have shaken it well. It probably wasn't at a good temperature, but this stuff worked perfectly fine, so I'm unsure. It's a new brand for me, so it kind of just is what it is. I've been using this high coat stuff for absolute years. Since COVID happened and I couldn't get the Games Workshop sprays, I've completely transferred over onto this unless I can't find Retributor armor, for example. But the Colourforge stuff is so much bigger. I can get about 2.5 of these for the price of one of these, but this comes in a cool colour. So that's why I've tried to do that, but we'll see. So yeah, this guy's looking much better. I will come back and one of these guys, and hopefully the base will be painted, and I can glue them in. I don't know who, I don't know what, but I will start on with that now. So by the power of editing magic, let's make that happen. And through the power of editing magic, we are back. So here is that Mechanicum guy. I'm now holding him close to the camera so you can actually see it after I've reviewed my footage. Here he is. He still has not had any work done to him, and today, the day of filming, is the 14th of May, which means tomorrow, the 15th, is the day that this video, and this guy has to be completely done. So, have I failed other than that? I have not. Here we go. So we've got our Watcher in the Water, as I'm calling him, and our Irn Bru Father. You can see here a little bit of spill, so I need to go round and do another coat of rim on this. But you can see that we have got this completely painted. Totally good. I need to do a little bit of OSL from this light onto him, and from there I need to paint this cross in this hand as the saltire, and then, like I say, another rim. We've got the wee little pin here for this guy. He's going to be kind of walking up, so the back will look like that. Our front will look something along those lines. And I still need to get the Irn Bru banner for here. It's going to be an advertisement. I've now decided that. So, this is almost done. I'll do the saltire, I'll do some OSL, and I will do this guy. Let's see what we can do, shall we?
And going back to the kind of root of this video, the reason that I'm making it now, I've kind of got a bit of chance to speak about this. The kind of silly little ideas you come up with friends, the reasons to keep painting, and why and how you do it. That's something I want to know about. If you pop it down in the comments, have you ever done challenges like this? Have you ever kind of been in a group that have done something like this? What have you then come up with? I talked about GW52. And that was a challenge that me and my friends set a couple of years ago, where we painted 52 things in a year, one a week. That was just how it worked. We reported in every Sunday at 6 p.m, and that was just life for us. That was great, because at the end of the year, like I say, we had 52 things. The amount of armies I managed to finish that year was phenomenal, because I had a reason to do it. What is your reason for painting? Please let me know. Put it in the comments. I know this is an awfully long video of me just painting an Irn Bru Marine for the kicks and shits, but why do you paint? What motivates you? What keeps you going? That's something I would genuinely like to know. I'm going to kind of let this play out, and I'll come back kind of at the end when everything's done and dusted, hopefully. There'll be pretty table shots of this, but we'll see. So enjoy the last little bit of me painting, and I'll see you soon. Here we go then. We are back with the finished product. So this is it, all done and dusted, with my wee little flag, advertisement, whatever you want to call it, printed off, and absolutely everyone on this base. You can see that I've been painting away, not using exactly what I should be doing, but it'll do, and it is all done and dusted. This completely freehand. Obviously, definitely freehand, definitely not printed, and definitely not just stained with sepia. You got the wee little Irn Bru recipe there. That's not focusing. Maybe there we go. For my watcher and my water with my servo skill. You got the Adeptus Mechanicus, pouring some new Irn Bru, and then the Marine himself cracking one open with his wee Scottish flag on his hand. That is it, done and dusted. There we go. I'm happy with that. Yeah, why not? That's a month's work right there. Jesus. A month's work. Fuck. Well, there we go. Then we have come a full circle where we have now painted, designed and come up with this Marine from the point of going through my bits box and finding a Terminator, using the Terminator, fucking up the Terminator, and having to go back and kind of rethink this guy, adding him in and keeping him the same sort of thing. There's the method. This is a bunch of fun. That's all this is meant to be. A bit of fun with friends. There's the title of the video. Fun with friends. A bit of fun with friends. Yep, there we go. And that's all this hobby should be. Should be fun. This has been a month's work. Not just this, I would like to say. I've not just been working on this. You'll see everything else I've worked on with my, what would it be, May hobby vlog at the end of the month. That's the plan, at least, which this will be in. But
yeah, fun with friends. We do silly little challenges like this to have fun and to make the hobby enjoyable. Is that right? There's your takeaway. Make the hobby enjoyable for you. But yeah, something fun, stupid, wee little thing to do. It didn't take me that long, to be fair. The most annoying part was redoing the marine. Probably 2-3 hours work total for the full thing. If you're actually putting time on it for brush 2, it's a model, but it's good fun. However, there was a part that was needed for this. We needed to write our own lore for this. So this is my Irn Bru father. So my Iron Father, so he's part of the Iron Hands, or a successor chapter of the Iron Hands. And that's as far as I've got. So I'm going to sign off this video. I'll have my wee little outro. We'll have my wee little spinning plate, where you get to see this and all the cool detail and everything. And you will hear my lore. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Cameron of Paints on a 4-Up fame. I really appreciate you all being here. Yeah, thanks. Take care, and bye-bye.
Thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and use my affiliate links in the description below. Take care, and bye-bye.
In the deep, dark future of the 41st millennium.
Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat there. Yeah, so the lore for these guys, the Irn Bru Marines, they come from their home world of Bar. They are the 32nd successor chapter to the Iron Hands, and go around their day enjoying themselves after finding the STC in the Irn Bru factory from days gone by. They have found this fizzy drink, seen it. It never went out of date because why would it? It's full of sugar. Even after they changed their recipe. But they found it, they drank it, they enjoyed it, and now they have made their world, their life, and their mission around it. They want to spread this to make sure that it is the best-selling drink in all of the galaxy, not just on their home planet of Bar. They kept on going, they keep on enjoying it, and as you can see, they crack a cold one open whenever they can, while their Adeptus Mechanicus friends make a new one for them right behind them. Their Watcher in the Water friends carry around the recipe just to remind everyone what it is, while our Marine supports the advertisements of his home world on his back so everyone knows who he is. They come into battle, they hold it up, they hand them out, they cause peace just by this coming around. However, they are not opposed to killing anyone, or shaming them mainly, who does not agree with the fact that it is the best drink around. That is my Irn Bru Marines.